What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another, you guessed it, build video. Now this build video is going to highlight different gear sets at the same time, as long as obviously some exotic gear. And this is a very balanced build, and it does a considerable amount of damage as well as take a lot of damage as well. So you're tanky and you've got that hit. I've been watching some videos out there on the tube of some hybrids here and there, and after trying out all of the different combinations, even in this patch, along with all the other patches, I still think this is the strongest and tankiest of the bunch. So, without further ado, if you are new to this channel and you do enjoy my content, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel, and mash that notification bell. Now, this is my 1.8.3 Alpha Pred. Now, Alpha Pred is a hybrid infused with the NinjaBike messenger bag. It highlights the two gear sets Alpha Bridge and Predator's Mark. Now the reason why this is an Alpha Pred and not a Pred Alpha is that we are highlighting the 4-piece bonus on Alpha Bridge, bringing out the talent Alpha Bridge, and then it is being supported by a 3-piece Pred, or at least the set bonuses for 3 pieces of Pred. So you have the Alpha Bridge as a main, and it is being accented by the Predator's Mark. So the reason we can do all this is because of this NinjaBike messenger bag. For those of you that don't know or have not acquired this yet, it is a exotic backpack, and the talent that makes this so special is NinjaBike messenger bag. Now this slots in with any gear set item to fulfill a requirement towards unlocking a gear set bonus. It can unlock multiple sets at the same time. However, it cannot unlock classified set bonuses. Classified set bonuses are set bonus 5 and 6. So this can highlight more than one gear set at a time, in which is what we're doing, Alpha Bridge, Pred. Now, what we are doing exactly is highlighting an extra set bonus. So if you go into the Alpha Bridge, we are unlocking set bonus 2 through 4. 2 giving us the 100% health regen, 3 giving you 5% weapon damage, and set bonus 4, like I mentioned earlier, you get that talent Alpha Bridge. If your primary and secondary weapon are of the same subcategory, they share a free talent. All requirements are ignored for all weapons, and have a nice day. Basically, what this does is the free talent without Alpha Bridge is your third talent. So responsive, deadly, card counter. Now card counter is my free talent for the house. However, it's an exotic talent. So on my MP5 ST, my third slot, I have Unforgiving. Now that is a free talent. So that switches over to my primary, giving me Unforgiving, and that's why it's highlighted in the green to show that the Alpha Bridge is enabled, and you do get that free talent transferred from your secondary to your primary. Now the reason why card counter doesn't transfer over to the MP5 is because card counter is an exotic talent. Now it doesn't say in there, however it is coded within the game, that when you do wear Alpha Bridge, the exotic talent does not transfer over. I'm guessing that would just make other weapons just too OP, or, whatever. The devs did it that way. So card counter is not going to transfer over. However, the Unforgiving is going to transfer over to my house. Now, that is the Alpha Bridge set bonuses we have unlocked. Go down to the Predator's Mark. We have set bonus 2 and 3. Being 10% reload speed, and then set bonus 3 being the 8% AR and SMG damage. So the biggest question I've gotten every patch that I remind you guys of this build the number one question I get is, why not run Alpha with Banshee? Now, I will show you with Banshee. If you get set bonus 3, you'd have 10% damage to targets out of cover. Now, right now we are running Pred, which is giving us the 8% submachine gun damage. Now, the AR damage doesn't matter because we're not using ARs. However, the SMG damage does apply. So that's 8% opposed to the Banshee's 10%. Now, my reasoning behind choosing Pred, and I believe this is the number one way to utilize a 3-piece Alpha, is with 2 Pred and a NinjaBike. That being that with your Praetor's Mark, you not only get the SMG damage, you get the reload speed. So, it is just my opinion. You can have your own opinion. I believe that the looted DZ funds and the 10% damage does not equate. It's not the same as the reload speed and the SMG damage. I think that the 10% reload speed alone is greater than the looted DZ funds, and I also believe that losing 2% damage to get the 10% reload speed is worth it all day. I'd rather have the reload speed and lose 2% than not have that reload speed. Now, that's my little reasoning behind that. So we went over the set bonuses. Let's talk about the weapons. So I am running the house, as you guys could see before when I was showing you guys the talents. It is fully optimized, 22.9k base damage. You see that the RPMs are up a little bit to 897, and the mag is up to 66. Talents I'm running: responsive, deadly, card counter, and the free talent being unforgiving. My reasoning behind this is responsive. You're going to be up close and personal, so you're going to have that 10% more damage. Deadly, obviously I like my crits. And unforgiving, you have that toughness where you can tank a player just a little bit. I mean, you're right at 500k toughness. You're going to be able to face tank a little. And with that unforgiving, what that does is that gives you a little bit more motivation to do so. Because not only are you strafing, whatever, doing your thing, but when you actually get them in your sights, now you know that when you're getting shot, you're going to do even more damage. And for that, I chose unforgiving. So, there's the house, 22.9k on that base damage, fully optimized. Let's look at the mods. Loud vent break, 19 on that crit damage, 6 headshot damage, and 3 crit chance. That's a maxed out loud vent break. If you can find one just even close to this, within 1% or 0.5%, I highly recommend you use it. Small grip, 19 on the crit damage, 5 on the reload speed, and 2.5 on the stability. The Pro Red Dot Sight, 19 on the crit hit damage, 3 on the crit hit chance, and 6 on the headshot damage. And finally, the Extended Mag, 120 on the mag size, 3 on the crit chance, 5.6 on the rate of fire. Now, choose crit chance over crit damage. For your SMGs, you want as much crit as possible, and you want it, as high as possible. So choose crit hit chance as a primary on your extended mag. If you want to run a crit hit chance and crit hit damage extended mag, that's fine. You do get the extra crit damage. However, you are going to forfeit that rate of fire. So just take that in mind. And my secondary is MP5ST. I don't even use it. But it is vicious, responsive, unforgiving, and it's fully optimized at 20.7k base damage. And finally, my pistol with determined and predatory. So I get a agent on a knee, pull out my pistol, so now I am not only getting my health regenerated over time, but now I get my skill cooldowns. Alright, so let's go into the individual pieces. Start off with the Alpha Bridge. Chest piece fully optimized, rolled firearms. Attributes health and exotic damage resilience. Minor attribute ammo capacity. Mods I am running, both stamina crit hit chance. My next alpha piece are the gloves, fully optimized, rolled firearms, and the attributes are crit hit chance, SMG damage, and crit hit damage. And the third alpha bridge piece I have is a holster, fully optimized, 1401 across the board, major attribute crit hit chance, and the performance mod first aid self heal mod. Now get into the Predator's Mark pieces. My Predator's Mark mask, fully optimized, rolled stamina. Major attribute crit hit chance. Minor attribute damage to elites. I do understand that you can change the damage to elites to a resistance. You will be PvPing with this build primarily. I use it on there just for the elites and whatnot when I'm farming with this build as well. And the mod I'm running on it, stamina crit hit chance. And the second piece of Predator's Mark are the knee pads, fully optimized, rolled stamina, major attribute crit hit damage, minor attribute damage to elites, and shock and bleed resistance. Same goes with the damage to elites on the knee pads. If you want resistance instead, go ahead and roll it off. Mods I'm running, stamina crit hit chance, and first aid self heal mod. And finally, the NinjaBike messenger bag, fully optimized, rolled firearms, major attribute crit hit damage, minor attribute bleed resistance, and the mods I am running on it, stamina crit hit chance, and 2 first aid self heal mods. So let's look at the character sheet. Starting off with the attributes, firearms 6420, stamina 6688. That's getting my DPS and my toughness as balanced as possible, with my primary DPS being right under 490 and my toughness being at 492. Now obviously this is not with my booster shot, this is not with my card counter. This is just all base, so they are pretty even. I know with the card counter active it goes well above 500k, and then with the booster it goes above that obviously. And electronics, bare bones, 2961, giving me a skill power of 830. Now, my details and specs for my house. Base damage, again, 22,897, so basically 22.9k. Crit hit chance, 51%. 132 on the crit hit damage, 62 on the headshot damage. Now, because of the mask and knee pads, I do have 28% damage to elites. And like I was saying before, this is a little more tanky of a PvP build for this patch. I know a lot of people are running really high firearms, so comparably you're still doing a lot of damage and you will out-tank them. With that being said, your max health is at 327,000, and your armor is fully optimized at 8,008, giving you 33.5% weapon damage mitigation. Which, by now, with this game being at its end, all of the returning and veteran players should have their builds fully optimized by now. I know the new players and the Game Pass players and whatnot, you know, it's going to take you a little bit of time. You're going to fully optimize the build you primarily use. But for the rest of us, you need to be fully optimizing your gear, and that is how I get my numbers to balance out the way they do. But there you have it. That is the Alpha Pred hybrid for 1.8.3. And let's finish off with the skills and talents. Now, like I was hinting at earlier, I am running a booster shot, but I am also running a scrambler pulse, giving you that conceal. Now, it is low at 7.3% crit hit chance and damage. However, with the 51% crit hit chance I already have on the house, this is just adding to that. And it also conceals me. And I am running a recovery link. I've been running this in the DZ solo lately, just because I like how tanky this one is and how much damage it does. So my talents kind of mirror that. I'm running Adrenaline, Anti-Pred, running my crit hit or critical save, so that when I hit that med kit and I'm facing a pred or whatever, I get that adrenaline to proc, and then I'll also have critical save, so I'll have that damage resistance. So pop that medi, face tank, knock them down, get them done. Also with this, I have strike back, so reaching a low health makes my skill cooldowns reduced by 20%, which is a big plus for the booster. And then also have the on the move. A lot of times when I kill a player or NPC or anything at all, I am moving. So it says kill a hostile while moving will reduce incoming damage by 15% for 10 seconds. And that is it, you guys. That is my 1.8.3 Alpha Pred. If you guys enjoyed it, smash that like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Kamikazevondoom out. Peace.